Inspiring next.
Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Make sure that you go on Google Play and get the app. You know what I'm saying? The app is out now. You know what I'm saying? Apple coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Tell them quit making them jump through the loops, but we coming now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, in the meantime, I have a question for you. How is your credit? Could you use a little helpful advice? Well, you better stick around. Look who's here. They're called the Credit Sisters, and they have all kinds of helpful advice for you and your kids. You're going to want to hear this. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. A1 Live back in this thing. Action Squad.
Yeah.
We are A1.com. Another week up, another week down. And we here giving the people what they need. It's your brother Atum Ra, representing Action 1. Sister Janetta, how you doing?
Man, you know, I'm blessed to be here. Happy to be here once again on another Wednesday. Happy for everybody tuning in and checking us out, man.
Yeah. Man, I know y'all got to have a little fun this past weekend. You know what I'm saying? With our very own Tanya White from Traveling with the T.
Man, Tanya and some of the Action Squad, not the entire Action Squad, but some of us got lucky enough to go into the Carnival Vista this weekend. Yes, it was so much fun. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you have not been on a cruise ship in general, you have to go. This is an experience you don't want to miss, you know. And so if you do, just check out Tanya's page, Traveling with TV and Maybe TV. She can get you those good deals too.
For sure. Yeah, our sister, man, she got the deals, man, and she's really just trying to bring forward a broader perspective to our community, you know, to let people know that it's okay to get outside of your environment and go see new things. Don't be scared, you know. And you know, as a person that has traveled myself, you know, I see that the perception that we get here in America ain't how people see us worldwide. You know, when you go to Mexico, the Caribbeans, all these other places, you know what I'm saying? Like, they love Black Americans and Black culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they
now we so dope.
Yeah. So that's definitely a treat, man. We want to make sure that y'all go check out weareA1.com. You know, we work hard on the website. It's a lot up there, and every week we just updating it and making it better. Man, what's up with those products, man? I hear that Action 1 is selling products.
Man, we have so many products in our online store, you know. You know, we have the Action store. We're selling all types of hashtag action gear. You know, you guys can look that up on any form of social media. But we got hoodies. We got Afro Action hoodies. We got our official logo hoodies. We have T-shirts. We have pins. We have mugs, man. We have quarter sleeve T-shirts for the ladies. You know, we have all types of things going on. We have some new stuff coming too, so you guys just have to stay tuned and keep checking into that Action store. But the important thing that you guys need to know is that you have one more day to put in your order if you want to receive it. I'm sorry, 2 more days to put in your order if you want to receive it before Christmas. You know, so if you buy Christmas presents, you might want to get on it tonight or tomorrow morning and put that order in. weareA1.com/store.
We out there, man. Shout out to everybody checking us out via Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. and all these other devices being monitored by the government. We appreciate y'all checking us out. You know, anybody that's watching us, I know y'all see, you know, I have all this beautiful melanation in the building this week. About several weeks ago, we had our good friend Go Gabby Go on here, and she was a realtor, and we were having a conversation, you know, about finances and credit, and you know, really trying to bring forward, you know, some of that information to the community. And so this week will not be a letdown. I have two wonderful sisters in the building that, you know, we've seen putting in work, educating the people, letting them know, you know, how to get their money right, and you know, really reach the goal of financial freedom. So this week we got the Credit Sisters in the building. How y'all doing?
Good. Excited. Hey. Excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
For sure. For sure. So let's just start with some introductions for the people that, you know, that's unfamiliar with your all's work.
Okay. Well, I'm Angel Abdullah. And my name is Ashanti Abdullah. And we go by the Credit Sisters. Yes. Basically what we're doing is bringing awareness to the power of credit. A lot of people, you know, don't realize the effect that good credit has on you. It's like a vital sign. You need good credit for everything. It's affecting jobs now. You have to have a good credit for a house, a car. They run it for everything. Cell phone, we all know that. Yeah. And car insurance, you know. So it's like a vital sign. So you have to take care of it. You know, and a lot of people don't know, you know, there are credit myths that are out there. So we just try to educate people, you know, keep everybody abreast of what's going on and the importance of it, of having good credit. Yes.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. So what's your all's financial background, you know, in dealing with y'all education to, you know, bring forward this information?
Okay, well, I'll just tell you, I got started in this because my credit was bad. I went to,
you learn by doing.
Cause see, the thing is, in high school, me and Janetta, we went to everything together. We went to elementary school, we went to middle school, high school together, and you know, as much as most city represent. So, but the thing is, they don't teach you that in school. You don't learn about money management. You don't learn about interest and principles in school. So by the time I got to the great Texas Southern University, you know, and they coming at you as soon as you get there with you want a backpack, you want a credit card, and you're like, yeah, you taking it. And so I ruined my credit when I was in college. I mean, I had good grades, but I didn't know anything about money management. So when I learned about this company and what they offered, not only do they help you restore your credit, but they educate you on credit. So I was able to get my empowerment back together. But also, while we were in our journey, just learned a lot of our peers need help. They need the education. So it just turned over to a full-time commitment for us to empower others with the information and the help. Yeah.
And that's what the best teachers are those who have been through it. You know?
And I've been through it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Facts.
Repo, and you name it.
High deposits on apartments because of bad credit.
Declined on apartments because of bad
credit. All of the above. But you came on out of it. Yes. And you can too.
Right. So, what gave you the itch to want to teach people? Because, you know, it's one thing to want to get your own financial situation in order, but then it's another because, you know, it takes a certain amount of confidence to teach or educate people, because you know, when you talk about black people and money, you know, we don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? What should I say? We don't want to talk about the responsible things. You know, we can talk about how much we blew here, how much we blew there. I'm balling. This costs this much, that much. But you know, when you actually talk about putting forward a plan, you know, we get a little hush on that. You know what I mean? So, you know, what kind of gave y'all that itch to want to teach others to get their financial situation in order?
Well, kind of to piggyback off of what she said, I actually went through it. I dealt with having bad credit, and I was initially kind of ashamed to tell people, you know, what I've been through, my situation and things like that. But I started off telling, you know, family, hey, I got these services, I found out about these services, I've used them, they actually work for me.
And I don't know, I really can't tell you exactly where I got the nerve to start, telling friends about it.
I can tell you, for example, when we slowly would tell people, like if a coworker was like, man, my car is showing like this on my credit, or I'm having issues.
Yes.
And I would slowly tell people my sad story, like, girl, I had 2 repos and an eviction deleted. You need to try this. But just the empowerment of how it went from I couldn't get approved to an apartment to getting approved with no deposit.
Yes.
My car insurance premium's going down. When that kind of stuff happens to you,
you can't help but not tell somebody
people need
about
the
it.
help.
And I found out in doing so and telling people about it, so many people are unaware of where you can go and who you can trust with your credit, because that's a big deal. It's private. As identity theft is big, it's on the rise, it's the fastest growing crime in America. So a lot of people are kind of uneasy when you're talking about, like you said, personal matters. We're so quick to, talk about how much money we make and the things that we can accumulate.
Right.
But you have to have good credit to accumulate a lot of good things.
And if we can together all have great credit, that gives us together power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
you can open virtual doors with good credit.
And we can do things together as a family, as a community.
Right.
We can really empower just a whole nation, a new nation, So,
we have to, as people have good credit.
You got a lot of dollars up in the bank and still wrapped and waiting to get spent. Give it to me, it won't make a big dent, but I will buy. Ain't that the intent? I just want money that I can pay rent with. Facebook stunting, I'ma talk big.
It's not gonna affect anything.
or they'll say, I can still get a car, but yeah, if you over a lifetime paying high deposits and high interest rates, you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars down the trash can. When they could be in retirement, investment, property,
Oh yeah,
so,
man, boys have a 200% interest rate on that.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yes.
Oh man, that's facts. That's facts. Okay, well man, we're gonna get into our first break, but then we're gonna come back with the wonderful Credit Sisters. I got some questions for them. I see they came with their notes ready. Man, we are A1.com. Go there, check out the store, check out our products. Order. You got 2 days if you want those products for Christmas. Get out there, get it now, and man, we're gonna get it to y'all.
Exactly.
That's gonna be delivered by a melanated Santa. All right.
I love that.
A1 Live, man. Enjoy it. Let's take a side.
In action.
Action 1, Inspiring Action.
You're tuned into the all
Action 1, independent thinkers working together, inspiring action in media. Get in the action.
For all media companies, for podcasts and indie stations, for artists, for young professionals, for science and technology, for all media companies.
Join today. Get in the action at weareA1.com.
Now it's holidays with our family and friends. Room full of love, laughter and grins. We all crowd around the table to eat. Grub till you're full, first bless the feast. Kool-Aid smiles from plate to plate. Relatives flying in from state to state. Everybody made it safe, ain't this great? Sit back and relax, mom's baked the cake. House full of people, ain't no one fussing. Playing games with younger cousins. Peace, love, joy, as we always say. Everybody loves the holidays, hey.
Action 1, Inspiring Action.
Let me ask you this. How are you handling your finances? Do you wish you learned about it in school? Well, today students are, thanks to the Credit Sisters. These adorable young ladies. I can't wait for you to meet them. This is Angel and Ashante Abdullah, who say, don't worry about it. They can teach you no matter what your age is. First of all, ladies, welcome to Sonoran Living.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I love the fact that you call yourselves the Credit Sisters. This is so, so cool. All right, so Ashante, I want to start, or Angel, I want to start with you because you have this, it's called the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. Yes. This is to help our kids. Yes. So tell me what that foundation is.
Yes, we offer a money management program. Okay. It's 2 months. It is open nationwide to schools all across the nation. And we provide workbooks for the students. We donate $500 per participating classroom.
Wow.
Additionally, we give away scholarships annually.
Wow.
This year, we gave away $250,000.
That's amazing.
Yes, we're really excited and proud about that.
As you should be,
yes.
You should be. So, Ashanti, tell me about the program and how well it's received with the kids. What is some of the feedback that you're getting from them?
Yes, the kids love it because they get to learn how money really works. They learn about credit, they learn about bank accounts, you know, how to manage a virtual bank account, budgeting, setting smart goals, and, you know, knowing how, instead of just begging for money, what to do with it. You know, so they love it and they feel like, you know, they don't have it in the main curriculum in schools.
Yes.
So it's important that they get a chance to learn this so they can use it.
And it is so critical. I mean, today we were just talking earlier. I mean, you know, kids today, they don't have checking accounts. They don't write checks. They don't even know how to fill out a check.
Right.
Exactly.
You know? So tell me, this is a lot of money that you guys are giving out in scholarships. So how do you fund that?
Well, the company that provides the most funding for it is done by Financial Education Services. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, accreditation, and they have a program for adults to be financially fit.
Okay, so, now we're talking.
So they have a membership that helps you to improve your credit score, build a great credit score, get a will and trust, powers of attorney, protect your identity, and that service. So $2 per month of every member funds the YFL.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, and you know what? And even today, they're.
I'ma give me a black woman to spin with, one with the gypsum skin and thick hips. Woo. I'ma need a whole stack. Her up on the front, old front on the back. Show it to the elders, tell them we.
Hey man, got 2 more years. I'm waiting on the Tubmans to get released. I don't even carry cash, but I'm about to go start getting me some. I'm gonna Tubmans only from the bank. Hey, but iTunes Rock, A1 Live, we in here again, and so there's been two important headlines this week. The first one was coming out of Dallas. I'm pretty sure you all heard about 2 months ago about the shooting of Botham Jean in his own apartment by Officer Amber Geiger. She was just recently indicted for murder, which is, you know, a first and important step within the process. We know that the battle isn't over, but you know, I know a lot of people were happy to see that process get started. And also a pretty sad story out of Alabama this past Thanksgiving from our brother E.J. Bradford Jr. That was shot in the mall. It was a lot of confusion and clouding around, you know, his actual situation, you know, because there was a shooting at the mall. Cops thought he was the one that did the shooting, and, you know, they ended up shooting him. Come to find out, they shot him in the back.
Yeah.
Wow.
The brother was shot in the back, you know, and he was supposed to be the aggressor. Anybody doesn't know, you know, this brother was home for the military, and you know, and one of the most interesting things for me about this whole situation is, you know, we have this fraud organization out there called the NRA that likes to stand up and defend people's rights to a gun and to have our gun. And I believe the chairman said the only thing that stops a bad guy with the gun is a good guy with the gun. Well, we can obviously see that doesn't apply if you're black. Like I said, they shot the brother in the back, a military person, you know what I'm saying, that we know that would have obeyed orders, you know, from hospital said, hey, put your gun down or whatever. And then come to find out they shot him several times in the back.
Several times.
And so, you know, peace to that brother's family. And, you know, we want to see justice come to him.
Absolutely.
Oh man, we here with the Credit Sisters. So, what is the current state of, you know, whether it's Black America or Americans in general as it relates to our credit situation?
Current state, about 43 million people have less than a 600 credit score. And that's a lot when you think about how many people are suffering from bad credit. Which is the importance of actually talking about this and actually getting this out there in front of people.
Man. So what are some of the different initiatives that y'all do to get out there? You know, I heard about the scholarships.
Yes.
That's live. But what are some things that y'all do actually for the people?
So the company is called Financial Education Services, and the company is solid. Been in business since 2004.
Okay.
We have accreditation and an A+ rating with the Better Business
Accreditation.
Bureau. I mean, hey, you know, you want to, because there's a lot of scams out there.
Yeah.
You know, people have individuals they pay thousands of dollars to, and they can't be found. But this company put together what's called a protection plan membership, and it's all about financial fitness. So we work on your credit repair, credit restoration, take an assessment of everything on your credit. So we help to dispute all negative, derogatory, erroneous items on your credit to get it deleted.
All that stuff that's making y'all have a 487.
Yeah.
They can get rid of it.
And the great thing about our clients love that you have your own website, so you're part of the process.
Never left in the dark
at all. So you see what's going on. We're the only credit repair company that dispute all negative items up front. Okay, and then it comes with other services as well to help you be financially fit. So you mentioned about identity theft.
Yes.
So you have
definitely comes with an identity theft protection membership as well. Also a will, trust, and power of attorney, which we need. Even if you're single, without kids or family, you still need a will.
You own something.
Yes, yes.
And then some people have a will, but wills, you can will debt to your family. You know, there's no protection in that.
So if I don't like somebody in my family,
wills can be contested. They can be contested. You know.
So they have to take my debt if
I'm gonna put Joy down.
They're doing like that.
But that's why a trust is included, because a trust it protects your will, so it stands as stated.
So I need a trust and a will to leave my debt to somebody and they can get rid of it. Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. You gonna get it when I leave.
And so that way.
I ain't snitching.
That way, some people may, have young children. Do you want to leave them with hundreds of thousands of dollars to blow off
all at once?
All at once, or at the same time, just protecting it from creditors or those new family members as all of a sudden say, hey, grandma promised me that, or just at the same time the powers of attorney, who could take care of your financial or medical expenses in the event that you can't. So all of these are in the protection plan membership, credit monitoring. And not the kind of credit monitoring I'm not going to mention that's advertising you to enroll or apply for credit. We're talking about pure credit monitoring. So all of that is included. Most of our clients start seeing results within like the first 45 days after their first round of letters have been complete. So that's the way we service them. We have an actual headquarters office. So
with the real customer service department, someone who actually answers the phone, not a press one at home.
And not overseas, like an actual corporate headquarters in Michigan. So you have real, genuine help and experts to help you. You also get a credit attorney, because some people we meet have identity theft issues that's affected their credit. They may have bankruptcies that are stiff that they need to be deleted, worked on.
Or harassing phone calls.
I've had those.
Bill collectors calling, even on Sundays and at nighttime. So you can put a stop to that as well.
So that's how we're able to massively help people throughout the United States, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands. They got credit issues too, So that's
everywhere.
So by way of, Action One Media, social media, we do credit seminars to try and educate people on the power of how these services can help them empower their lives.
And so what's the most common mistake that you all see people make that, ruins their credit in some ways, or starts them down the path of lowering their score?
I would say one thing: late payments. Late payments can harm your credit score like 50 to 100 points. Late payments, for sure.
Charging over 1/3 of a balance on your credit card. Credit card should always be kept at 1/3 or less. Anytime it's over, it'll hold your score down.
Because it looks like you're living off of it. So if your credit card balance is $1,000 and you're using more than $300 a month on it, to the credit bureaus, they're like, hey, you living off this, so we don't think you credit worthy. So they'll hold your score down even if you paying it on time. So life happens. If you need a new set of tires, do that, but try as quick as possible to get your score back down. That'll help a lot.
Okay. So Amir, you talking about the 1/3 of the limit?
Yes.
Gotcha. So whatever your limit is, you want to make sure that you only have 1/3 of that.
Yes. And because and then when it comes to your payment history, you know, the payment history and the amount of credit used, those make up the largest way your credit score is calculated.
35% to be exact. It makes up 35%.
So those are some key things that, you know, that some people do. Or paying on closed accounts, collection accounts. So you have to realize once all creditors have insurance on their credit. So when they charge it off to their insurance that they have on it. Then they sell it for pennies on the dollar to collection agencies, who are then trying to get you to pick some money off of you, make it pay them.
The collection
so
agency.
some people will reach out to, they'll say, well, I'm paying down off my collection accounts. How's it going to help your credit? On your credit score, it's still going to show late, charged off, right? So if you're paying off to a collection agency, how's it going to help your credit score?
And one of the other largest myths is, well, it's negative. It'll fall off in 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just wait 7 years and it'll fall off.
What happens? Tell me what really happens.
These credit bureaus are not sitting around waiting and monitoring. Okay, she's at her 7-year limit. Let me go ahead and take this off. That's not how it works, because they get paid for having those negative items on your credit report. So of course they're not going to look into and keep up to date as far as if it's been 7 years.
They want you in debt.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just in case you didn't know, one of the things that was a shock to me: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. They are privately owned billion-dollar companies.
Billion-dollar
They have
companies.
no government authority at all.
So why do they even have access to our stuff?
Because, like, if I'm a creditor like Macy's and you default on me, I'm going to pay them to put it on your credit report. So that's how they're in business. And so what happened, Congress passed what's called the Fair Credit Reporting Act law in 1971. And that's what gives Americans the right to dispute these things that's on our credit report, because they are privately owned companies.
Right.
So that's what our company do. You know, we help you leverage your rights under those laws. Because some people will say, well, I can do it myself. I can fix my own credit. You can.
I ruined my credit myself. It really is mine. It doesn't matter if you owe the debt or not. You can still dispute it. It can still be deleted. Even if you did it, even if that was your card that was repossessed, your credit card that was charged off, you still have a legal right to dispute it.
Because the dispute is not with, you know, the finance company with whom my car was repossessed, right? Or with the Harris County judgment from when I got evicted. It's not. That's not what the dispute is with. The dispute is saying Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, can you remove that from my credit report? So that's what the dispute is, and what we help people leverage their rights on.
Man, your rights. Know your rights.
Know your rights. If you don't know your rights, you don't have any.
Didn't know all of the stuff that she just said. You guys really need to reach out to them, because they can help you out.
Right. So let me ask y'all, how do y'all define financial freedom?
That's a good question.
Well, I guess, what do y'all, how would y'all, I want both of y'all's definition now. Or how you would categorize it.
I think it's about having time freedom, having the money and the credit to be able to do things that you want to do on your own time. You know, financial freedom, you do have to have, you have to be smart about your finances, as far as, like, you know, realizing that, yes, it's good to have money, but money is no longer king. Credit is king now. Because you know, a 800 credit score is worth more than having $100,000 cash.
Sure is.
Because you can do things, you can you know, you can get accounts, you can borrow money, you can, you know, on your credit. You know, and you can leverage, you can keep your money, let your money work for you while you're using your credit, if it's used properly. So, I mean, that's the thing that we're trying to get people to understand. Yes, it's always lovely to have cash, but credit is king now. Because it's the way of the world now. Like I said, it's a vital sign. You have to have good credit right now, especially when it comes to affecting your job. And you're talking about financial freedom, but credit can affect my job. You have to be serious about it.
How would you define?
So I would define, you say financial freedom, right?
Financial freedom.
I would say, you know, being able to make choices, and and just piggyback off of what you're saying, just being in position to make whatever choice you want to make
on your own time.
That I think it's all about that's real freedom. Because in the United States today, if you want freedom, you need some good credit. You know, otherwise you'll be a slave to high interest rates.
You said it right there.
When your money run out, you ain't got nothing left.
Slave. That is slavery, people.
It is.
You need to know that. You need to know that. Man, see, I said jobs, man. What jobs look at your credit, man?
Oh, a lot of jobs.
Even especially accounting jobs, insurance jobs, Geico,
police departments. There are even some of our colleagues who retired from the military who can't get some of their funding that's owed to them because of their credit.
No, that's not right.
I'm telling you.
Because you just said that the credit bureaus are privately owned, and these people serve their country, and they can't get their benefits or whatever they're owed.
Let me tell you what's happened. There's been we've had to deal with discrimination on race, but also with sex or religious creeds. So credit has become the new divide. So I can't sue you because I didn't get that promotion, or I didn't get that job because I'm black or I'm a female. It's because I got bad credit that you didn't hire me.
They can find another loophole.
That's a new game.
So that's what it is now. So that back in the day, it used to be just I'm getting a home or a car, I need good credit. Now I call it creditism. You got sexism, racism, creditism.
Seriously, if you have bad credit, you're looked at as being irresponsible, and they can say you're not responsible enough to have this job
or promotion. You know, and it's not because of your race. No, it's not because of your lovely braids and dreadlocks. No, it's because you got bad credit.
And that's why we do need this in our schools, because our children aren't taught this.
Yes, and I'm so glad you mentioned that. We also, our great company owners established what's called the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. So they take $2 from every member that we have nationwide, and they fund this program to educate our youth about the matters of financial money management.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we have a volunteer program that's 2 months where students can learn about budgeting, they can learn about finances, all of the things that we needed to learn.
That we did not learn when we were in school.
Oh, wow.
And then we also, so that's voluntary on one side, and for every class that participates, the YFL donates $500 to that school. Then on the other side, we give away scholarships. So we're currently in our scholarship contest right now.
Oh, wow.
High school seniors and first-year college freshmen can apply. It's no GPA requirement.
Okay.
And we're giving away $350,000 in scholarships.
Oh, wow.
So the application is on my website. You can go to thecreditsisters.com. It's THE, thecreditsisters.com. The top recipient is getting $25,000. And get this, they fly the parent and the top recipient to our convention in Las Vegas. This is amazing.
Tell them again where they can apply for that.
They can go to thecreditsisters.com. That's THE creditsisters.com. Any high school seniors, first year college freshmen, you definitely want to apply for this money.
And how long will that be open?
Until let's see, December 15th. The scholarship.
And that's for the scholarship program. Now, as far as the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation, that's open to schools, younger kids, if they want to just, get in on this money management program.
Year round.
What's the age range with the younger kids?
From ages 8 to 18.
Okay, and is it throughout different schools, or schools have to reach out to you to get the program?
They have to reach out.
And we provide the workbooks at the end. Once the 2 months is over, we do like some type of party. A lot of schools like to do like a pizza party. So we'll come up there and do a party, provide the party and stuff once they get their certificates. Because all of the kids that finish the program get a certificate.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. So, you parents out there, who always want to be involved in these schools, you need to let them know about this program so your children, your babies can be financial literate.
Yes, and not make some of the same mistakes that we made.
Oh, yes. Say, I believe the children are our future.
Shout out Whitney.
I know.
Oh man, but that's a wonderful thing, and that's something that we definitely need. So like a lot of people think that they can manage the money in their head, and I came up, right past the writing checks era, even though my mom wrote checks and everything like that. And you remember people used to talk about balancing the check and things like that. But what are you potentially losing by not properly budgeting, your monthly expenses and, where your money is going?
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that reminds me that part of our services, you get a budgeting tool.
Oh, okay.
So that way you can, so you log into your customer portal, because keep in mind, the credit repair process can take up to 45 days per dispute cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So we say while you're going through that, work on your budgeting, you know, where you can put in your income, put in all your bills, and it breaks it down for you. You also get a debt zero program that helps you learn how to pay down your debt. So you can say, look, I got this credit card balance and I got a 30-year mortgage. You know, how can I make this all work? Because what a person can discover in their budgeting is that they may have extra money to help pay down something faster. You know, so it tells you if you got an extra $100 or $50 here, why don't you put this much towards this credit card or your mortgage so that you can pay it down in X amount of years faster. So that's where the power of budgeting can come in place to show you where you can invest. You can pay off something faster. I mean, you're paying less interest. It's all about saving and, you know.
Right. Which is why it's termed a protection plan membership. We like to get your credit restored, protect your identity, you know, keep you, you know, your finances right, you know, with the Debt Zero program and everything like that. Try to keep you all well-rounded.
So it's not like everyone else out there who does credit where they just fix it and then you're on your own.
And you beat it.
And then after a while it starts going back again.
Right. We like to, you know, protect everybody, the family, the will, the trust, educate you, teach you what you need to do, you know, so you won't go back to having bad credit, having your identity stolen, or revert back to having bad, like losing money.
Right.
You know?
And so what's a good credit score to have?
You really want 700. I know there are some, of course, you can get financed in the 600s for a home and things like that. But if your interest rate can be lower, that means you pay less for that same home. One person may have the same home, living neighbors, but because one person has less credit, they may be paying, you know, extra $500 more for that home. And the neighbors like, why are they always going on vacation every year? They got these luxury cars with private school. They paying less for the same home. You know.
And so, how does medical debt affect your credit?
That's a good question. I wanted to know that too.
Because I was surprised that, you know, when the 2008 housing crisis was going on, you know, how they were talking about how a lot of people lost their houses, not only because they had bum interest rates and they ended up upside down because they got false home appraisal values, but also a lot of people that had medical issues, you know, kind of caused them to, you know, lose their homes and things like that. So how does that affect you?
Hospitals and clinics they still have to abide by being an institution. So you still owe them money. So if you owe them money, you still have to pay that debt. And if you don't pay it, they have a right to put it on your credit. But the beauty is a lot of, you know, a well-kept secret is that medical bad things that go on your credit as far as medical, they have a tendency to come off faster if you delete it. And I mean, if you dispute it. And the reason is because we have a medical law in place called the HIPAA law, which prevents anybody from being able to contact the hospital and get your name, date of birth, social, or anything like that. So you have to keep in mind when you're disputing something negative on your credit report, somebody has to call that place and get approval, get the information. They can't give it because of that HIPAA law. So it has a tendency to roll off your credit pretty fast.
And our services can help you leverage your rights regarding that too.
Yes. Hey man, I think that's the theme of the show. Know your rights. Know your rights.
That's right.
Man, we're finna go into a break. We're getting here with the Credit Sisters. We are A1.com. Let's get it.
A1.
Yeah, that's how you turn it up.
Is this it? A1. I got the A1 over here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm so excited. This is great. So y'all got to meet Janetta. We went to elementary school. We went to
what was I?
Elementary.
I'm on all three. Hey,
we went to elementary school, went to middle school, high school together, and here we are. I'm just so excited. Thank you for inviting
me. I'm so glad you guys are here. And I'm so proud of y'all doing what you're doing in the community.
This is some nice voice y'all keep hearing over here.
We did this thing. A1 Live, A1 Live. Hey man, we got shout out to everybody, you know, that's still checking us out, man. Oh man, but yeah, nah, man, it's good, man. It's good. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. So yeah, man, we finna roll back into the show. Man, so if people want to contact you all, or they want to, you know, get your services or work with you all specifically, how can they do that?
They can go to thecreditsisters.com. That's THE creditsisters.com. where they can learn about the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation, learn about the services, everything is there.
Right. Okay, man, that's a lot. Well, I normally ask a question to the gentlemen, what I'm saying, about things that we would tell our younger self. Mm-hmm. But I know y'all are younger ladies, what I'm saying? And so we're not going to put an age on it. But what is one thing that you all would have told yourself coming out of high school as it relates to finances and credit? Like I said, I know y'all ain't that far removed, but what's something y'all can tell?
I would have told my young self to consider entrepreneurship. I've always wanted to do my own thing. Yes. But I just didn't realize that it doesn't take a degree to do that. I mean, it helps, but that's what I would have told myself. Like, you can be a boss now. Right. Look into that now.
Right. I would have told myself to protect my Social Security number. Don't give it out. And go the entrepreneurship route. Have multiple streams of income.
Because our father was always a business owner. He was always an entrepreneur. He taught us how to dream. He really taught us how to dream, and so we didn't listen to him even when it comes to this for a while. So
we did it. But I'm glad that we did. Our mom kept us on a nice, straight, moral path.
Yes.
So we have all of the, balance that we needed. But I would have told myself that.
Absolutely. No, man. I think you just said something crucial. One thing that one of my mentors told me coming out of college, he was like, the only way that you're going to make it is by having multiple streams of income.
Yes.
Money coming in, a lot of different ways. And, building yourself up, being independent. But the main thing, and that just kind of stuck with me there, when y'all just said it, those multiple streams of income.
It's amazing that you had that mentor, though. So many people don't have a mentor to give them that piece of knowledge, to drop that jewel.
That's true.
Absolutely. So if somebody is thinking about getting into wanting to help people do, get their credit right or their finances right, what's some advice that you would give to them on how to get started?
Again, they can go to thecreditsisters.com. They can become a part of this journey and become credit repair agents. This is an additional stream of income. Okay. And at the same time, you get to help people. Okay. So you can't beat that combination.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is, as an agent with our company, you get the services too. And you can qualify to get the services for free. So you can get paid. You can get paid to get your credit repair. And then another great thing about it is another great thing about being an agent is you can declare a home-based business. Tax write-offs, tax deductions.
Yes.
So, and it's a nationwide business. So, just think about those things. And then it's the end of the year, everybody's going to be ready to file their taxes. Right. You don't have any deductions.
Or any kids.
Like, that was one of the reasons why I was like, I don't have any children yet. I need some deductions. And my credit fee.
I also want to mention, too, as agents, we receive a $100,000 life insurance policy. Okay. Which, is good if you're working out there on your own, you're an entrepreneur. You need life insurance.
And that's how you know you guys are a real company, too, because a lot of companies don't offer those types of benefits or perks,
Yes.
So we're looking for agents.
And we do have nice perks.
Yeah.
And speaking of mentorships, in this business, it's a team environment. So you have a mentor to help you, learn the system to help other people. And you can help people nationwide. Imagine the communities you can affect nationwide with this.
For sure. And so y'all deal with life insurance?
No, we don't sell life insurance, but it's an added benefit for the agents. You get it, and there's no medical exam required. Guaranteed issued up to $100,000. And get credit. And get paid every week.
Man.
Direct deposit. Every Thursday, to be exact.
Right. So here at Action One, we like to show love to independent artists. We like to show love to, the people that's really out there putting in work. Just to switch gears a little bit. Let us know some artists that y'all are jamming or listening to or feeling right now. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. Who you
have to be new either.
Yeah, who you? Yeah.
They know that song that you were like, I just follow her. What's her name? We would listen. Remember, you said I now follow her. It's a singer.
Oh, yes, that sings Lil Baby.
Yes.
I cannot think of her name.
But of course, I like Drake. I like Lil Wayne. I like Beyonce, Solange. I like Slim Thug,
H-Town, Don B. I can't even front. We were listening to Lil Flip and Lil Kiki the other day.
City Dawn.
City Dawn, of course. So of course, I would like to see more independent. You know, I love what you guys are doing by promoting independent. You know, people who play, you know, their own. We don't hear that anymore. Really, people who play their own music.
Yeah.
You know, write their own music. So
but thank goodness for today. You know, with this, people can be independent with Spotify and things like that. You know, so it's a great that you all highlight independent artists to give them a chance to be recognized.
Absolutely.
Because that's the kind of start somewhere.
Hey,
absolutely.
Absolutely. How do y'all feel that the music game has changed since you know we came up listening to music? We had a wonderful brother in here the other week. Shout out to 2UD, man. This brother's so soulful. You know, and he was just kind of bringing back that love and that family, you know what I'm saying, type music, you know, like he was saying, you know, just by him being a father, you know, he wanted to make music that you ain't got to turn off when the kids, you know, they come in, you know, when they come on now, some songs, I'm like, oh man, I'm about to crash, trying to turn the radio so fast. But, well, how do y'all feel, you know, the music has kind of changed since, you know, we were coming up? Yeah, keep it funky.
Well, I mean, I know, you know, with history and as humans, we're always going to evolve.
Absolutely.
But,
nothing wrong with that.
But I miss the Motown, the singing, the real singing without the studio, you know, effects.
True talent.
The actual real talent.
Musicians.
I do miss that.
The people who would get on stage and sound like how they sound.
Yes, and I all of the rappers are starting to sound the same, you know, with the slap song and the singing. So it is becoming a little mundane, a little bit, you know, instead of the real rapping.
Yeah, everybody trying to chase that.
Instead
of trying to be really independent and have their own.
Yeah,
I think that was the thing. And you know, one thing I've kind of noticed is the regional lines are blurred. You know, man, like before you had East Coast, you had West Coast, South. Now you got cats from New York that sound like, you know what I'm saying, Southern rappers.
I know. Miss singing. I miss singing. I miss groups like 112. Harmonize. You know, they can harmonize. Destiny's Child harmonize.
Nah, that's live, man. But now we appreciate y'all coming through.
We do.
You know, y'all are part of the A1 family now.
So much for having us. This is awesome.
We're gonna try to, you know, work with you all to, you know, any of y'all initiatives.
Let us
definitely holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We'll promote it. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure that we let people know. We'll definitely make sure that we put up the information about the scholarships.
Yes.
So that, you know, people can go out and find that. One more time, let people know how can they contact you, or how can the website, all the social media.
Yeah, the website, you can go to thecreditsisters.com. That's THE-creditsisters.com. Instagram, I am Ashanti.Ali.
And Instagram, I am Angels Forte.
Yes. Man. Y'all got anybody checking y'all out that y'all want to shout out?
I just want to give a shout out to all of the agents that I work with across the country. We love you all, part of our organization. Thank you to all of our clients that we're helping you to empower your lives and your financial freedom.
And thank you to our parents and our family that are supporting us right now.
And much love to the CEOs of Financial Education Services. You all are making a great platform for our country.
Yes, and thank you guys again for having us.
We are so grateful.
Thank you guys came and spread the knowledge to the masses.
We're gonna have y'all back. We got some things planned for the start of the year. You know, ready to get back and hit it right.
Okay.
Sister Janetta, man, let them know about that website.
Man, you know, the website is weareA1.com. You guys can go on there to check out all the latest things happening with Action One Media and all of our shows. Be sure to check out Traveling with TVMA the T on Saturday at 2 p.m. Also, Dabbing on the Reel on Saturday at 12 noon. Also, check out SG2 on Space tomorrow.
We're getting shows, we're growing.
You know, and you guys need to check out the Shin Show's Facebook page, because he has been going to some awesome conventions that focus on space and aeronautics and all that stuff that we don't know about. So if you want to enlighten yourself, get a little bit smarter. Tune in to SG2 tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Also, don't forget, we have the Action Store at weareA1.com/store. And also, you guys can purchase your hoodies, t-shirts, all the apparel on there. And if you do it, within the next 2 days, you get it shipped before Christmas. Okay? Also, become a member. Support Action One. You know, we support our community in so many different ways, as far as, you know, shedding a light on many projects and many activities and events and stuff like that. We need your support as well. So that means go to our website at weareA1.com/memberships. You can support us for as little as $10 a month. And if you look at it, you will see exactly what that $10 per month will contribute to. And it gives you a couple of good perks too, so.
Yeah, for sure, man. If I want to get a taste of some of them good old J Berries, man, how can I do that?
I mean, you know, J Berries always on deck. You know, J Berries Catering Connection Houston. You can find me on Instagram at JBerryCCS. And that's about it.
Hey man, she cooking it up, man. Cooking it up, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm Mr. Melanated and Illuminated, Brother Atum Ra. Make sure that y'all go check out the website. We joke, we laugh, but like we're really here for all of our independent artists and independent entrepreneurs. So if you're an independent artist, go to weareA1.com. You can submit your music. If it's dope, you know what I'm saying, we'll play it. You know what I'm saying, if it's whack, you'll get a nice little email from me to tell you to, you know, make it a little bit better.
Keep working.
Keep working, but it has to be edited. Make sure that it's radio ready. You know what I'm saying, we don't want to hear all that extra stuff.
No BFS.
Yeah.
If you don't know what it is, go to our website and you can find out.
Right, absolutely. And if you want to host the show and you want to be in media, go to weareA1.com as well.
It's dope, y'all. Y'all really need to go ahead and do that. If you have an idea, if you have something you want to talk about, you feel passionate about something, listen to your boy out tomorrow.
Yeah, man, we here. All right, man, another week up, another week down. WeareA1.com, Action One Squad. We in here, getting the action. Peace.
Action One, inspiring action. You tuned into the
right direction.
Inspiring action. You tuned into the all new Action One.
I gotta come back. You do. Like I said,
Action
and I like
for the culture.
With the school.
Yes.
Because, you know, I be out there, you know, I be trying to come up with different initiatives, you know what I'm saying, bring to, you know, these young black boys and girls, you know, that like, I mostly work with young black boys, because, you know, a lot of them don't have role models.
I know you got a lot of dollars up in the back, but still wrapped and waiting to get spent. Give it to me, it won't make a big dip, but I will eat that to intent. I just want money that I can pay real with. Facebook stunting, I'm a top big $19.90 in my pocket, so now I'm in the couch looking for 10 cents.